Hey guys, so I've been using this new program called Vanspace 3D to to design our van layout. Last time for the bus I used SketchUp, but I decided to use this program that was developed by van lifers because it looked really simple, where you could just drag and drop lots of features that are already fitted out for vans. So I wanted to share a quick tutorial overview with you guys, as well as like a quick little virtual tour of our van design as we have it right now. So I hope it's helpful. Alright, so we are in Vanspace 3D. This is a new app that I decided to try. Instead of SketchUp, I decided to use this program because it has vans built into it. You can find like most vans, they have Ducatos, they have Sprinters, they have our Transit, already plugged into this program with like accurate dimensions. I was able to check the dimensions for our van versus the program versus a YouTube video I saw of somebody that went into a Transit on the lot and measured everything, and they were spot on. So I was really impressed by that. If you're doing a skoolie conversion, I would recommend checking out my SketchUp tutorial. I'll put a link to that here. But if you're doing a van, this program is really great. It was developed by van lifers. It's at an early stage, so it's a little buggy, but I see that they are making improvements, and they're releasing a new beta version that I haven't learned yet, and it's not like one that everybody's using yet. So for now, I'm going to give a quick overview and tutorial of the original Vanspace 3D. So hopefully this will be helpful for you guys. So this is the desktop application. You can also use Vanspace in the web browser. I chose to download the application so I don't have to worry about internet to do this. To get started, I wanted to give you guys a quick tour of our plan for Vansel Adams here, just kind of to show you what we're thinking and also what's kind of possible with this program. So you'll see here that we have swivel seats in here with little removable workstations. That's really important to us. So we're thinking of a lagoon table and like a fold down workstation up here in the driver's area. Once the seats swivel around, that's where we're going to be working. Here is our Dometic fridge that's going to be on a drawer and pull out just like that. We're thinking the sink is going to go here and have an access door here for just a simplified water system where we pull the jugs out from the sliding door. I'm going to make this window bigger so you can see a little better for now. Something different we're doing here, in our bus we had a full bathroom. Well, this time we're not going to have a shower and we're not going to have a regular bathroom. We decided to compromise and have a toilet on a drawer because it allows for so much more storage in this space. We'll be doing a fixed queen-sized bed. That's really exciting to me because in the bus we had a bed that was smaller than a full size, so we're actually going to have a proper queen-size mattress. And underneath we decided that we're going to make a little den for Tuco. So he has a place that he can sleep and also a place where he can be comfortable while we're like moving around and cooking and stuff and not be in our way and not be stepped on and stuff. So this is the size of a large dog crate that he is used to fitting in, and that's just going to fit under the bed, and it'll be walled off on these areas, but he'll be able to go in there and kind of have his own space. We have our garage back here, and we're thinking of having bikes on a drawer under the bed and just kind of keep it really simple. So there you go. Now I'm going to show you how you can start from scratch and make your own van in this program. It's really simple, so let's get started. So the first things you really need to know in this program are just some simple like commands and navigation tips so that you know how to move around and get different views here. For starters, you will need a mouse with a scroll wheel to use this program. I don't think it would really work with a trackpad. One of the reasons is the scroll wheel allows you to zoom in and zoom out, and there's also like some right clicking and stuff that you need to do. So first, if you right click and drag, you'll get this hand icon, and that allows you to move from left to right. Then if you option click and drag, you get the eyeball, and that allows you to rotate. So you're pretty much going to do everything in this program with those two things, either Option click and drag or right click and drag. If you need to undo something, there's undo and redo buttons right here in the top right. And finally, this one's pretty cool. If you find yourself kind of getting lost, like say you zoom out too far or something, or you're suddenly looking at a tree or something, there's these orientation perspective buttons up here in the top right, and you can click this top one, and it'll give you a top-down view, and that'll, if you're selected on the van, it's gonna like center on the van, so when you scroll in, you're in on the van. You also can have like side views, front views, and that can be really handy if you get lost. Or if you're trying to look at something small, if you're selected on it, I think it works that way too. So here I'm selected on the fridge. So there's the top-down view. Yeah, so that's giving, there's a cabinet in the way right now, but that's giving me a straight-on perspective of the fridge. And like when this is removed, that's more handy than it is right now. But okay, so top view kind of helps you get a better perspective on that to make little adjustments like that. Alright, so say we want to start a brand new van project. The very first thing you need to do when you get in this program is to load in your assets. I've already done this, so I won't be able to demonstrate this very well, but it's up here in File, Import Assets, and there'll be a bunch of options here. You'll make sure they're all selected, and then you'll click Import. So mine says there's no assets to import, but you'll click Import, and that'll bring in all the vans, all the furniture right there, so you have them and you're able to drag and drop them in. Alright, so let's pick a new van to design. So if I wanted to pick a sprinter, there's 3 different options here. There are different lengths of sprinter. I'll pick the long one, and I'm just going to click and drag it right in. So you'll get this black van. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove the walls that you don't need. So I can click that wall, and then I'll get these arrow options. You just pull the wall up, and you don't need that again. So I'm just going to go over to Edit and Delete. I'm going to rotate around. That's Option, click and drag. Pick that back wall, pull it up out of the way. You could just leave it there, but I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. Now let's drag in some furniture. So under Assets here, you're going to find a furniture folder. I'm going to go to the kitchen, and I'm just going to pull in a cabinet here. Place it there the best you can. Rotate around and see, I've accidentally put it through the wall. So that's why you need to check your work and rotate around and see what you've done. But then I can just click this arrow and pull it forward. Yeah, there we go. Now it's sitting right up against that wall. Great. Now, it's a little easy to get lost with those colors against each other. So now you might want to add some textures just to get some contrast so you can tell your wall from your cabinets. To do that, you're going to go again in the Assets folder, and then there's a Textures folder. And I'm going to double click the wood, and then just pull one of these and drag it onto the wall. And now I can really easily tell my cabinet from the wall. You can do the same with the floor. Just pick another one, put it on the floor. Maybe something even more contrast. There we go, just so we can see everything's differentiated. It makes it a little easier. Now let's add another piece of furniture. I'm going to go back to Furniture, Kitchen, and then there's these folders here, countertops, fridges, ovens, sinks. I'm going to pick a fridge. This 65 liter is actually pretty close to our Dometic fridge dimension, so I'm just going to pull that one in, drag and drop. Again, sometimes it's a little difficult to place it. So you rotate, it's obviously gone through the floor. So use that arrow, pull it up, use this arrow, push it back. Okay. Now I want to make a kitchen counter to go over the cabinet. So in the kitchen folder, countertop folder, I'm just going to take the countertop, drag and drop it. Adjust that so that it is where I want it to be. Whoops. Drag that. There you go. Perfect. And just, well, no, it's not perfect. There we go. Push that back a little bit. Okay. Alright, so this countertop pulled in at a standard size, but I can resize that so that it's going over multiple cabinets or over the fridge. There's two ways to resize the countertop. You can select it and go up here to the top right and choose this little guy here, the furthest right little 4 arrows. And that turns those arrows into little squares that you can then drag and change your size. Then you can go back to the diamond arrows one and adjust the placement of that. Another way that you can adjust that size to be more precise is with that selected up here in the transform window on the left, you can manually change the size. And this is in centimeters, so you'll have to, if you're a dumb American like me, you're going to have your converter calculator handy and convert your centimeters to inches. Let's just pretend that I want this to be 100 centimeters. You see that changed the width of it. Let's see, I want to make the, you'll be able to see this better. The length of it, we'll say that that's 200, like that. Pretty easy. Oh, I've got my counter going through the wall there. Just pull that forward. There you go. You can kind of see when it hits the wall. There you go. And I've got it way too wide. So say I just want to change that manually. And use this tool and then move it back. Great. Alright, say you want to duplicate this cabinet and put the same cabinet on the other side of the van. So with it selected, you go to Edit, Duplicate, and then you just pull that extra cabinet to the other side. Now I want to rotate it. So all you have to do then is go up to the top right here and click this Rotate tool. It'll bring up these like circles around the cabinet. So there's different ways you can rotate it, but I just want to rotate it on the surface of the floor. Here we go. That looks pretty good. I'm going to select my Move tool again and bring it closer. And then I have that same cabinet on both sides of the van. Alright, I'm going to move that, just get that out of the way for now. Alright, say that you want to do something that's not just built in, not just like a cabinet or something that's built in already to this program, and you want to make a custom size something. For example, when I showed you the tour of Vanspace, we wanted to put a custom size dog crate size den under the bed. So what I decided to do there was I went to Assets again. Under Furniture, there's a folder called Building Bits, and I just grabbed this construction frame and I pulled it in. From there, I went ahead and deleted this wall because I didn't think it was necessary. I just took this box and manually resized it. So, pretend this is 70 centimeters. Whoops. 70 centimeters by 70 centimeters. So yeah, just maybe that's what I did. I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but this seemed like an easy way to go. Pulling that construction frame out of the Building Bits folder, resizing it to the precise measurements that I needed, and then plugging that into my design as a space holder. And from there, just kind of have fun with it. There's a lot of cool little features in here. You know, there's there's beds built into here. There's queen size beds. There's dinette beds already figured out for you. There's like a little twin Murphy bed that you can pull in there, which would be pretty cool. I'm gonna stick that in there. And so there's a Murphy bed on the wall. That's pretty neat. And then you can change the fabrics on that and the different woods. And so here, let's put so we can see it better. Different woods, add metal. There's tiles for backsplashes and stuff that you can pull in, which is pretty neat. Do something crazy. Whoa. But it's a really fun program to play with, and it's been really easy for me. I've really enjoyed it because it has so much built in already. It's drag and drop. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get mainly used to like the navigation, which is that option click and drag, the right click and drag, and then the undo buttons and stuff, like it only took me maybe 45 minutes to get used to using this program, and I've really liked it. So anyway, this was a very simple introduction to this program, and if you want like more in-depth tutorials, Vanspace 3D on YouTube has better tutorials that you should go check out. But yeah, oh, last thing, you do need to save. It does not auto-save for you. So if you want to save your van, you go up to File, Save Scene As, maybe put it in your Vans folder, and we'll call this Test Van. Save that. And so next time you open this program, where you're going to find that is over here in your Assets and down in the Vans. And there it is right there. So in the Vans folder, you see Test Van. We just did that, and you'll be able to open that back up. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. It's just kind of an introduction to this program. I'm by no means an expert, but it is a paid program. This is not sponsored or anything. I just want to share it with you because I really enjoyed it and it's been helpful for us. I hope you guys are staying healthy and well out there. Thanks for watching. Bye.